What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Broken Wish by Julie C Dao. This was recommended to me by a friend. It's actually coming out today as of this video coming out, and I decided to read it because it was about witches, which is super great. It's a middle grade book. It's Disney Hyperion, but I will say, like, as I was sitting with this book, I got it on NetGalley, I was starting to think, I don't know if I want to read it. Like, it could just be, kind of whatever. Sometimes when I read middle grade Disney Hyperion, it just doesn't really do it for me. But Broken Wish, oh my god, took me on this journey, got me so freaking invested. This story was so beautiful from start to finish. I swear to God, I was crying by the end of it, and how dare a book do me like this? Broken Wish is the story about family and wishes and broken promises, and it starts off with a woman named Agnes who meets a woman named Matilda. We find out that Matilda is a witch, the town has shunned her, but Agnes really wants to be her friend, despite the fact that her husband really doesn't want her to be. Matilda agrees to help them have a child, and after that, Agnes's husband convinces her that they need to break off their friendship, so Agnes stops talking to Matilda. But here's the thing about promises when it comes to witches. Things have a consequence, and regardless of whether Matilda wants it or not, regardless of Agnes's intentions, it doesn't matter. If you break a promise in a magical contract, you cannot foresee the consequences that are going to happen. Like, something is going to happen. So years and years and years later go by, and now we are following Agnes's daughter, Elva. And Elva's story is her reconciling with Matilda, with her reconciling the fact that she has magic, with her reconciling the fact that her mother, broke this promise to her friend, and it had these unknown repercussions that they are now dealing with. And as Elva pieces the story together, her and Matilda get really, really close. And this story was just so beautiful. It was really about acceptance and knowing who you are and wanting to be who you are. And I loved seeing just how selfless Elva was and how much she loved her family and how quickly she accepted Matilda into that family. And Matilda is somebody who isn't necessarily your typical witch in the woods, but is still your typical witch in the woods. I really identified with her. She removed herself from society because they didn't accept her. They were horrible to her. So she's living in the woods all by herself, and she is extremely isolated. And when Elva comes in and we start to kind of break down that wall and you see why Matilda is the way that she is, it was just really beautiful to see her open up in this way, and I just really, really admired that. I really recommend this book. It was so beautiful to read, and I read it very quickly. It is a middle grade novel, but I could almost feel like I was a little kid and my mom was reading it aloud to me. That's how magical it was, and I just really, really enjoyed it. I will put one pretty heavy caveat on this book though, which is why I'm giving it an A- instead of an A+, and that is the ending. I'm not going to spoil the ending for you, but I will say that I have already headcanoned a different ending. It's fine, it works with the story, but as I was reading and I was getting closer and closer to the end and I could see the percentage on my Kindle, I'm like, this isn't gonna go where I want it to go. I can already feel it, and it didn't. So I have headcanoned a different ending. I personally don't like the ending, and it kind of put a little hiccup in my enjoyment of the book, but overall it was a beautiful, beautiful story. And I looked into it. This is the first book in the Mirror anthology. We're going to be getting a series of books, all by different authors, but all following the same family. So I'm really excited to see more from that, and I'm excited to check out more from this author. I know she's written some other fantasy books, and I'm really interested to see what those are going to be about, because her writing here was just beautiful and spectacular, and women friendships and witches, and just this book was made for me until the ending, but it was made for me. So I'm giving this book an A-. I really recommend that you guys check it out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you talk books with me every week. That is everything I got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.